feel great. Breaking down. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Happy Trades. Let's get right into it, shall we? One second here. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's go ahead, get right into it. Show you what's going on here. If I can get my scene to go here. Sorry, technical difficulties. No. Oh, don't know what's happening right here. Give me a second. I'll just have to pull up another media source here. Not being friendly today. All right. All right, sorry about that. Little technical difficulties here on OBS. I don't know what the hell is going on. But all right, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, yesterday, Monday, what happened? All right, we got a huge spike to the upside in the Brinks session. And then, well, actually not in the Brinks session. Yeah, no, that is the Brinks session. All right, nice spike in the Brinks session. Sorry about that. And so what do we have going on here? All right, on the hourly charts, we have a lot of liquidity happening down here. Now, with the original spike, with this V-shaped recovery, we spiked up, and then we got a recovery of half this liquidity. And you could see, made this liquidity pattern right here. And then you come back over here, same exact thing, leaving this same liquidity pattern here. So what are they doing? Well, they broke above the 800 EMA, kind of stalling out, got a nice push up. Now what? I'm thinking we go a little higher. Where's the price target? Well, if we go to the higher time frames, it's going to be a little easier to see. And we're going to have this nice W formation happening right here. So where do we need to get to? Well, I would say we have to at least start touching this 800 EMA on the 4-hour chart. And that's going to confirm this W pattern. I wouldn't say it's too much confirmed right now, but it's obviously heading in that direction of being. So if we go ahead and tap this 800 EMA and then pull back down a little bit and then continue and blast higher, that would be looking nice. Now, what I'm going to see for this to play out is that we're going to go up like this, tap up there, kind of get some weird pattern, and then go up. Now, when we go up and touch this liquidity up here, then what happens? We should have more long liquidity where we just came from and come back down to retest where we're at. Now, this line that I drew right here on Ethereum, this orange line, this has been a heavy resistance / support line. Now, this is why I'm looking for this W to play out. And once we hit there, then we go off to the races and continue higher and potentially hit new all-time highs and continue this, zigzag pattern. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But the only question is, where's liquidity? Well, we got all this liquidity still down here that the market maker has decided not to take. I don't know why they've decided not to take it, because me personally, I would have loved to come back down to this range, then continue higher. But we do have to think about this W. How can we get it to move out of this range? Well, we have the news plays with Russia. That's a good way to move it out of this range because the market maker wants to have higher prices. And with a lot of retail traders, they're looking to short this right now. I'm looking to short this right now. I, in fact, did short this prior dip over here and made a little. And it did actually, end up taking a short because earlier today we were around $3,000 on Ethereum, and the New York session, Brink session, kicked off, and we spiked down a little bit. As you could tell, we have this giant candle up here where we were hitting the highs in the 3,000s. Okay, now we came back and recovered that that liquidity, that vector candle, and now we have to come back up and recover all this purple violet liquidity up here. I definitely think this line right here is going to be support, but I do believe this 800 EMA has now turned into the new support line for right here. So this 800 is going to slightly move up just a tad, but still be in this range. So if it does go below this 800 EMA, keep in mind we do still have this support. Rounded up to 2845 is going to be your nice support line. Now, if you're looking to do any Fibonacci retracements, sorry, let me get rid of this. I mean, you could be losing out big time. Okay, so if we do a fib right here, this low, this high, we're looking at the golden pocket right here of 2670 and 2755. Do I think it'll come back down to there? It could. I mean, you got all this liquidity in this zone right here. That's for certain. But for right now, we are above the 800 EMA. And that's a pretty bullish sign, in my opinion, and what the market maker wants to do, because the market maker wants to aggressively move away from this range. Now, the nice thing with Ethereum is that we're having these cool-offs. You spike up, cool off, spike up, cool off, spike up. M pattern, that's bad. Come back up. This is even worse down here, but same thing. Go up, cool off, go up, cool off, go up, come down. Now, is this the momentum change where we're going to break below the 800? I don't think so right now, because these two EMAs have not crossed over yet. Once we get these two EMAs to go above the 800, which is the blue right there, then maybe we'll have a cross back down and come back down to this liquidity. But I do think the market maker is trying to get the prices higher. Now, we got some confluences in the chart. So if you come to the high block, where are we at? We're right around here. We spiked up here. We're right around here. Look at all of these long liquidation points. I mean, there's just an obscure amount. And then we do have more shorts, like higher volume shorts up here, which this is where I do believe the market maker is going to just spike it up even higher and take out these shorts and then start coming down a little bit to take out these longs. Now, I do believe this is going to happen sooner than later, and I do believe this is going to happen into the weekend, come Friday, because we have our news plays coming out on Friday. I've been saying this in the streams last week. Okay, for the U.S., these right here, non-farm, okay, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings. This is going to be a huge news factor. Plus, we're going into the weekend. All right. The highest volume trades are going to be Tuesday through Thursday. That's why I stream on these days, because this is where you could get in and make some money and get your trades set up. Now, can we go higher from today, Tuesday, until Friday? I absolutely think that we can go higher, especially depending on what the other markets want to do. Because New York just marked price down a little bit, okay? And then we're going to have the Asian session happen. Are they going to continue with the markdown? I highly doubt they will. I do believe we could see a little sideways action, a little more through the Asian session. And then when the Europe session, UK session starts, they might mark it even higher, okay? The price ranges I'm looking for, okay, where is liquidity on the hourly? Well, there's certainly some up here. This is something to return to. Okay. Maybe hit a little below 3,100 on Ethereum. That could be the next markup before they bring it back down. That could very well be the play. Because we do have all of this liquidation. All right. Like, you got to have the balance. I mean, sure, the market maker could keep it going up and up and up, but eventually we're going to have to come down to these points. Now, is it going to happen in, 2-3 days? It very well could. Is it going to happen in a week or two, a month? Could we have a ridiculous bull run cycle that goes for like another 3 months where the price is just up? Yeah, we could. But they will eventually have to come back down to these prices. And these are going to be buyback zones for when you do sell and for when you do make profit. Personally, I am waiting a little bit because I do like to do swing trades, especially when there's news plays coming. Okay. I'm going to get a feel for what today has in store and see what tomorrow happens. And Thursday is going to be decision time on whether I'm taking profits and running, or if I'm just going to hold and let it keep flying. I personally do believe we need to come down a little bit, but before we come down a little bit, look at these points up here. Yeah, it's up to about close to 3,100. And does that line up with where the liquidity is in the charts? Absolutely it does. 3,070. Okay. This point up here will get recovered. Am I saying it's going to happen to a T? No, but this is some speculation that I have where I believe price is going to go. If you come down here, well, this is hourly. Let's go to 4 hour. Higher time frames to get a feel for the end of the week. Okay. On the 4 hourly, what do we got on the trend exhaustion? We're pretty up here. Okay. Can we go a little higher? We most certainly can. So what I'm hoping to see, all right, today's March 1st. The 3rd would be Thursday. I hope we come back up to here on Thursday. Gives it a little time, gives it enough time to come back up. Because what do we see here? We went up here, came down, comes back up, okay? And then we should see some sort of downward movement that happened right around here, okay? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see it come down just a little bit, come back up, see some sideways action, then come back down, okay? I'm not saying this is going to be a huge drop, but this is something where you're going to need to take your profits. You got to figure that out on yourself. Where is the money? What do you need? Are you going for a $10 price movement? You going for $100, $50? That's on you. I don't know your risk to reward. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know how much you're putting up in margin. Now on the higher time frames, this right here, the liquidity all up here, this is going to be a beautiful range to get to. If we can get above this 800 EMA on the 4-hour, we are most certainly going to get back up to here. The 3,800 zone. That would be absolutely lovely to see. And that would be a definite confirmation to continue this bull run. I do believe that we're not going to see a parabolic blow off top that everyone keeps saying, 100K, 200, 300K Bitcoin. I do believe it could get up to 100K. It's a possibility. But this year, I'm going to have more conservative price predictions. What would we top out at? 69K, something around there? I think we could definitely see an 80K Bitcoin. That's in the cards. What about Ethereum? Well, I'm going to play it more conservative. A 6K ETH to an 8K ETH. Something in that range. We're not going to see a blow off top. Could we potentially see a 10K ETH? I don't know. Possibly. But I'm not there yet because look where we're at. We're just around 3,000. So to get to 3,000 to 10,000 by the end of the year, it's a little much. All right, that means a lot of the world has to start dumping their money into crypto. And with all these different coins, everyone's not just dumping it into Ethereum. Everyone's not just dumping it into Bitcoin, because if these were the only two coins, then yes, we could probably start seeing those prices. But people like to move their money elsewhere. They go into other coins like Cardano and Avalanche and Polkadot, especially Solana. Okay. We don't have their liquidity. All right. So we have to play it conservative. Don't be a moon boy and make your profits. All right. So I just wanted to go over scalping really quick on the 5-minute time frame, looking where we're at. Now this is looking like a juicy short, okay? But I'm not taking it. Why? Because we're above all the EMAs. Price is flowing in between. The minute we start breaking below 800, yeah, maybe look to short. But right now, I'm not. Because the market makers are looking to mark price higher. Probably take out this liquidity up here and continue higher. But what's going to happen? Well, scalping's going to be a little harder because we have nothing else to take up here. So we might have to come back down a little bit. Come to this psychological low. 26.92. What does that fall in line with? Well, you take that Fibonacci retracement, the golden pocket. There's a lot of people that go off the Fibonacci. That's definitely a psychological level to get to. Do I think it'll get there? Most likely it can, because we did rise up really aggressively, but because of that aggressive rise, we're trying to get out of this range. What happens when price crashes? The market maker wants to get out of the range, okay? They want to bring price down and keep inducing traders to go short. Because when the traders are going short, the market maker's going long, and he's building his position. And then get a reversal. And then he'll take his profits and then mark it down lower. All he's trying to do is to make you put your money up and put liquidity into the markets so they can make their move before everyone else and get out with perfect timing. That's what we have to understand, and that's what we try to be. We try to be the market maker. We try to beat the market maker. How do we get ahead of the game? Don't be greedy. Don't be too fearful. That's how you get ahead. And don't make rash decisions. Because right here at the high block, I want to. I want to short this so bad. I could have in the morning, but I didn't. Because what is the probability of it coming back down? There is a good high probability of it because of all these liquidation points, but then you have to come back to the chart and really figure out where the liquidity is at. All right. So if you come back to the hourly, it's where most of the traders are at. You look for the liquidity. Where is it at? Nice big pool right here. This is something that we're going to come back down to. All right. I'm banking on Friday into the weekend. We're going to see some downwards price action. But does that mean we're crashing? No, it doesn't. It means we need to reset the liquidity. We need liquidity in the markets. When you have too much up here, you got to bring it back down. All right. So that's my thoughts for today. That's my thoughts, setting up for this week into the weekend. I do believe Market Maker is pushing price a little higher before he drops it because of a news play on Friday. Now, if it is a good news play, okay, you always got to make sure to wait on it. You either make your decision before the news play and try to figure out where the price is going to go, or you just wait until the news happens and wait about an hour or so until the markets calm down from the news and figure out where the price is going to go and where you need to make your trade. All right. So tomorrow we're going to resume this. I was a little late to the stream, had technical difficulties today, but we will get the stream back up and going again, 11 a.m. Central Time, and we are going to revisit where we're at. Okay. I'm majorly a swing trader. If that's something that's your style, you go ahead and follow along with my nonsense rambling. I'm not a financial advisor. These decisions are completely on you. I'm not exactly telling you where to place the exact trade, but I'm showing you a good idea of where you might want to do a trade. Okay? That's all I got for you today. We'll resume this tomorrow and going into the weekend.